Have you ever had those times where you second guessed your faith? Maybe it was too weak, or maybe your faith wasn't strong enough. Either way, there is one thing that is holding your faith back, holding you from keeping and strengthening your faith, and that is fear. You see, a lot of people nowadays want a clear goal, a clear path, a clear vision towards where they're supposed to be headed into life. But my boy, that would defeat the whole purpose of faith, because you see, faith is the substance of things that you don't see. So trust me, you're gonna see the fruits of your labor. Shout out to Caleb Gordon for that song. But it's true. If you place your faith into the substance of things that you don't see, you're gonna see the fruits of your labor. But if you continue to believe in only the things that you see, then you're not gonna truly have that faith in him. Because if God were to give you this blueprint to your life, if he were to show you at this very moment how to actually be successful in your life, you wouldn't need him. You wouldn't need that faith, because why would you trust in God if he already gave you the instruction book to your life? But that would defeat the whole purpose of faith. And you see, right now, he's making you go through these things. You may feel directionless at this very moment because he is testing you. Because when you're in the storm, you don't know when it's gonna end. You're looking out miles for miles and you don't see any sign of sunshine or any sign of the storm calming. So right now, all you can do is place your faith and stay strong in the storm, because eventually you will reach the way, the truth, and the life. Now, say for example, you're doing a trust fall with a friend and you're the one that is falling. So obviously, you're going to be placing 100% of your faith, 100% of your trust into your friend to catch you and prevent you from hitting the ground. But you see, this is where a lot of people mess up, because as they're falling, as they're halfway into falling, that fear kicks in. That fear comes in like a thief in the night, and it starts to kick in. And suddenly, they start to get scared and they step back forward. They step back into that fear, into the enemy, instead of actually trusting in that friend, trusting in God to actually catch them and prevent them from destruction. But it's not your body that is actually preventing you from falling into the arms of God. It's actually that fear. That fear is striking you like lightning, and it is preventing you from reaching your goal. And that is what the enemy wants. He does not want you to fall into the arms of the righteous, but continue in the ways of the kingdom of darkness, so that you don't get to experience the way, the truth, and the life. And that is what he is trying to do. He is trying to implement this fear. This fear is actually holding you back from building your relationship with God, building that faith to become much stronger. Hebrews 13:5-6, it says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you, so we may boldly say that the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear. What can man do to me?" You see, what can the enemy do to you? What can anyone in this world do to you to actually stand in the way of your relationship with God? Once you know that he is by your side, once you know that he is actually for you and not against you, you have nothing to fear. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10-12, it says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, so that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness, against spiritual hosts of wickedness." Because it isn't actually our flesh that is preventing or making us do these things. It's the principalities, it's the sin, it's the fear that is being implemented into our soul to actually make us do these things. Because you see, we are living in the flesh. Our soul is living in the flesh. The body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. So obviously, our soul is residing in this flesh. So obviously, we're going to be affected. Our flesh is going to be affected by the enemy, by these things that he is implementing into our souls. But it is up to us to choose whether we're going to continue accepting the ways of the enemy or rebuke the kingdom of darkness. So remember to embrace the kingdom of righteousness. Stay blessed, stay wealthy, and remember to keep surpassing your limits. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.